Hello everyone, I'm the Hasbin Angel and welcome back to my channel. So this is just a concept I've seen people do, where they've been drawing the human forms of the Hazbin hotel characters for like when they were human. And fun fact, I had tried to record the visuals for this once already and gotten mostly done, and then my computer was just like, nope. So I had to start all over because it didn't even like save the video, or else I would have just spliced the two parts. So I just looked up a bunch of references for radio newscasters, and whenever, you can always tell whenever I do a pose I'm not entirely comfortable with because I go back into like the basic shape things. But yeah, for his look, I legit just googled 1920s hair, 1930s hair, 1920s and 1930s radio hosts to get the look, and like I referenced his wiki a lot to make sure that when it came to him ethnicity-wise, he had the correct ethnicity, and then it had to... He is mixed Creole, and I did not know what that was, so I had to look it up. When somebody is Creole, it means they are, sorry, I'm bad at talking, and I had to wake up early today, so it's going to be very, gravelly in my voice and not the best commentary. So I'm going to try to say all I can at the beginning, and then just leave you with music the rest of the video. Since either he or at least one of his parents is Creole, I decided to give him darker skin. Because when you're Creole, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, I relied on Google for the however to say it. I can't talk today. And I thought if I made him white, it would be erasure, like an erasure type thing. So I gave him darker skin, and then I wanted to show like different aspects of his human life. Like him being a happy radio host. Sorry, I keep pausing because I hear my housemates moving around. I'm making sure they don't open my door and interrupt my audio, but by doing that I'm interrupting the audio. I wanted to do a couple different looks and feels to it, just to show the range, because just drawing him as a happy radio host is going to be fun, but the reason he's such an interesting character is he is a terrible person. I've seen people like have him keep the monocle or give him different types of glasses. My personal favorites, and this could just be because when it comes to... Man, they're being loud. When it comes to different... I hope you can't hear them. When it comes to different types of animated characters, I always just tend to gravitate towards the rounder glasses. I also wrote like little, because I wanted him to have sayings. You can see where the each saying start and then where it will inevitably end up.
2, 3.
I wanted it to like appear flirty, would actually be a hint towards his true intentions. There is going to be a more straight up murdery look. More of a, because like, even though he's ace and like they've strongly implied but haven't outright said that he is a romantic, I like to think that he does have romantic interests. So I will do kind of like an actual like how he would sort of like flirt or show his affection. I wanted to draw him happy in his announcer role, and I want to draw him right before he ends your own life or the waifu of your waifu. It was really fun doing all these different expressions and making sure they all had a smile. And like, somehow, and this isn't a bad thing, his like general happy one ended, like newscaster one, ended up so much cartoony and more animated. I 100% need to get somebody to do a fake Alastor newscast where he's just going off about something and then ends it with, and that, my friends, is why you should smile today. Because I have a fairly deep voice when it comes to some people who present female at birth, but it's not exactly low enough to do Alastor. Though I did have a habit of thinking in 1920s speak during this, because I've had to look it up for the comic I mentioned earlier in the week. So that was entertaining the entire time, especially when like somebody came in to be like, oh, hey. I had to like stop myself from going, what's up, you silly slooker? And you can see in a few of these, I leave the hands to be decided later. It was really fun doing 4 very distinct emotions, so to say. Emotions or appearances with him. Took a while to figure out how I wanted to do his face in evil mode. But I ended up just, because originally his glasses were going to be pushed up on his face, not pushed on his head. And I decided, you know what, we're just going to do the glare of the glasses since I don't want to have to deal with drawing eyes that small. Ended up giving him an axe because when I was trying this originally I was going to give him a shotgun to make it look like he had been legit hunting somebody down, but I could not look up a reference for to draw the shotgun because the internet was down right when I decided to do this drawing, so I had to rely on the reference pictures I already picked up. I do like that line. Smile, you don't want to meet your god half-dressed. I don't know how, but the play on words drawing, where he's 100% like, oh, you're gonna be my next victim, but you think he's flirting with him, is both very like attractive in a like it's kind of hot way, but also in a like, and it could be just because how I did his glasses, it's just like he's kind of dorky and adorable. So I enjoy that. And the style I'm doing is kind of a mix of the canonical Hazbin hotel style and my own, because I tend to draw things more realistically, and when I don't, I tend to draw them more bubbly, while it's more of a blocky style. So I kind of just combined them, and that's the type of style I tend to use in my fan art. Like, it looks close enough to where if you didn't have the actual canonical art and my art side by side, you think, oh, this looks like a really good, like, forgery. If you have them side by side, you're just like, oh, honey, no. Which is, when I do fan arts, you'll notice I'm more of the type to somewhat imitate the original art style, but still have mix a bit of my own style into it, just so it's still fun and easy for me to draw. I had the hardest time for a mic, and I couldn't look it up, so I was just like, based off the photo I have, I'm just gonna get as close as I can and then BS the rest. And decided to name the radio station he was working at Smile. S-M-I-L-E, Smile. And notice the two, like, Hazbin Hotel fan arts I've done so far have been more, well, not more, they've 100% been based off Alastor. That's just because he's my favorite character, and this week like I said earlier in the week, I needed to do stuff that was easier for me to do, and because I'd already, like, drawn him a lot, I was more comfortable doing him than I would another character, not regular character, another character. But I do plan on doing fan arts of the others in the future. Just let me know who you want to see next, or if you want to see more fan characters next. Actually, we'll be posting the finished version of this on Twitter and sorry, sounds like somebody dropped something. And Tumblr and all the other places I exist on. And I'll be doing, like, the regular in color, and I use a very limited color palette for this. And then I'll do a more sepia toned version. I'll be posting both. Let me know what other, like, fandoms y'all would be interested in seeing me draw for, and if I'm a part of it, because I only tend to draw for things that I like and I'm a fan of. I will probably try to take more fan suggestions to do more things, so when I do, like, run out of things to redesign and all that, you aren't just going to see the same series fan art 5 times in a week, because I tend to go through phases where I like 1 or 2 very specific things, And if you were to look at my sketchbooks, it is fairly obvious when I have these faces, because I get hyper-fixated on a thing. But I don't want you guys to grow bored with. The art. So I'll always leave, like, suggestions for things I should do open, as well as do some original content. But I'm always wanting to hear from people who watch the videos. Wow, I meant to just let you guys listen to music for a lot of this video, but because of explaining things and talking so slow, I have basically talked the entire time. Now my throat's stinking sore, so I am going to leave y'all here vocally. Enjoy the music for like 5 to 10 songs I picked for this, because I just reuse the same royalty-free ones every video. If you haven't noticed, now you will. Yeah. So, commente, subscribe, like and all that jazz. I'm a bad YouTuber. Please continue to watch anyways. Laters.